don't know your name.
I apologize. As the rebel leader, I have to be careful. I am the rightful queen, Unuratu. Etzli, you still owe me a scouting report.
Yes, Mother. There was one thing, this morning.
Yes?
I saw Hakan debating with his neighbor. He seemed angry. As I came near, they suddenly stopped talking. Then they started laughing as if one had told a joke.
He's planning something. Good work.
Thank you, Mother.
Hi.
As you can see, secrets don't stay secret for very long in Paititi. If you were to deviate from the plan,
You'd find out quickly. I see that.
she's here to help me find something I lost. You don't have to worry about it.
Was Father a scout when he was my age?
He was a hunter.
Was he ferocious?
He could be, but he was also very kind. Look around if you wish. I will be in the market across the river when you're ready to find the box of Ishel.
But I saw. He has them.
Enough, Taki. You lost your dice, fine. But don't lie about it.
The cult is increasing its guard.
Why?
Because of the storms.
What can a guard do for a storm?
I'll explain later.
Beautiful.
Greetings.
Hello.
The market has everything.
Etzli. I'm sure she has seen many markets before.
Outside?
Yes.
But ours is the best.
We're not far now.
Hakan!
What is this?
Cultist, waiting for their deity to appear. When the catastrophes come, the god Kukulkan must be sacrificed to power the sun. Otherwise the world dies.
Sacrifice a god?
The sacrifice is my duty. But this cult leader will take my place and attempt to become the god. He believes we can remake the world and live in a paradise of his design.
Remake the world.
What?
I've heard those words before.
There he is!
I know him. That's Dr. Dominguez.
Behold! The instrument of our unity and salvation! Soon, our dreams of peace and safety will be realized!
They already call him Kukulkan. But his real name is Amaru. He was born here, but raised, lied to, by outsiders. The people believe in him.
But you don't.
My late husband, Saidi, was his brother. They had differences over the future of Paititi. When Saidi died, Amaru devoted himself to the cult.
You have seen the storm. You are worried about worse to come. I assure you that Paititi will persevere and thrive forever!
I know him well. If Amaru's successful, all of us who disagree will never see this paradise. The rebels will be discarded.
Not if they don't find the box.
Yes. Our best hope is to find it first. Perhaps Amaru might still be brought to see love and reason.
Death to the outsiders! Retribution will come!
Hakan! Enough!
We must strike while the snake is within reach.
Justice will be met in good time. Do not jeopardize our rebellion for the sake of impulse. Etzli, go scout ahead. We'll meet you at the edge of the mountain. Last warning. Go. Follow Etzli. Your clothing won't hide you long from these guards.
Okay, I'll find the box.
You've been warned to keep the peace.
I was just out for a pleasant stroll with my son.
Amaru is losing his patience.
It won't happen again.
Jonah, can you answer?
Yeah, me and Ucha set up camp. Everything's okay.
Dominguez is here. He's the leader of the cult of Kukulkan. That's what Unuratu's rebels are fighting.
What?
He's been here for years. Trinity controls Paititi.
Whoa.
I'm going to the Eye of the Serpent. We have to get the box before the next cataclysm hits. Trinity's influence is even wider than I thought. They have controlled Paititi for centuries, where they are known as the Cult of Kukulkan. Their highest-ranking members in Paititi are called the Serpent Guards. They are picked at a young age from among the best warriors in Paititi, and fight alongside the Jaguar warriors and the Eagle Archers. Dr. Dominguez is originally from Paititi. Trinity has had a presence in Paititi since the 1600s. The former leader of the High Council, Gualtiero de Luca Dominguez, an Italian cardinal, saw great potential in a little boy and trained him, like a son, to be his replacement. He moved up in the ranks until he became the leader of the High Council. He has lived most of his life outside of Paititi, returning often but not staying long. His real name is Amaru, but as the High Priest of the cult in Paititi, many people call him by his honorary title, Kukulkan. He has brought the key of Shakshel home from Cozumel and has assured his people he will use it to protect them. Amaru wants the silver box of Ishel to protect Paititi from the encroaching dangers of the outside world, but already he is being tempted by the possibility of remaking the world in his own image.
My wife is very ill, as are many others. A sickness brought by the outsiders. Someone should do something.
Vale, dile tikujal al bashukat lejunsilobo, mashon tialkat ab el old egbel.
This depicts the story of Viracocha, the father of all creation. He formed the heavens, the earth, the sun and stars, the moon, time itself, and all living beings, including the other gods. At first, Viracocha was considered to be the supreme god of the Inca, but with time that honor passed to his son, Inti, the god of the sun. Still, Viracocha retained his link to the sea. His name literally means fat or foam of the sea. This garishly decorated fire drill appears to be a part of the new fire ceremony, an Aztec celebration of the new year. It consists of 5 days of fasting, bloodletting, and sacrifice. The fire drill is meant to be placed upon the chest of the freshly sacrificed. It sparks, feeding a large bonfire that ignites the flames of every nearby temple. This one, however, doesn't appear to have been used, as the notches are clear of blood. After the long dry season, when the rains finally fell, the rats left their burrows looking for more food. They brought with them pests. Those afflicted bleed from their ears and nose and died in terrible pain and terrible numbers, leaving many once populous cities empty.
Me and Netsley used to play together all the time, but I haven't seen him around a lot lately. I understand why, I think. He has important things to do, important for all of us here. But I miss him. No one could throw a stone farther across the river.
A heavy-breasted woman wearing serpents around her waist. This is Coatlicue, whose name literally means skirt of snakes. She's also called Tetioinen, the mother of the gods. She gave birth to the moon and the stars and had over 400 children, including the sun god Huitzilopochtli, who was also god of war. In addition to being a mother, she's seen as the devourer of all that lives. It's said that she was herself sacrificed to bring about this current age of creation. 30th of November, 1603. With a local man as a guide, Lopez, the soldiers, and I set out from the city before first light, just as well as a terrible flu began to spread through the population. Lopez is convinced his artifact does not lie in the city itself, but somewhere just outside. I asked if it was not somewhat hypocritical to enlist the help of those loathsome people. "Do not loathe them," he said, "any more than you would these molosses. They are all creations of the Lord our God, as are we." I told him I was stunned to hear him speak in this fashion, but he took my hands and we prayed. The energy of his faith ran from him to me until I felt the chains of doubt fall from my heart. The new methods of agriculture introduced by the cult of Kukulkan have only succeeded in destroying more crops. First, the bee colonies collapsed. Then the cocoa crop failed. The earth is too damaged for anything but corn to grow, and the stalks are flimsy. We must take action, or Paititi will suffer a tremendous famine. This is a traditional foot plow, still used in the Andes today, even outside Paititi. Sometimes the simple ways are still the best. This Spanish document relates one of the many stories of El Dorado, the Golden One. When the first Spanish exploration ships returned home with their holds full of gold, the news spread like wildfire, and the stories got more extravagant with each retelling. Rumors of the Golden City gave birth to countless expeditions to the New World.
Chengel sabo, tumen uish ganan le cano. Matun yutzal tutan le yunzilobo. Hach tihun tuli. Hach talan inguilik ka, ubetin bol sipil, tulakalon kukulkan wama. Bistungel, inwogel tikon bash kutukul, tik le yunzilobo. Sikawoji, sikbalina, yetel shiwobo. Kabil, ha, inwogel. Kuyali que lejelo, kuyantik kanukako. Wakau Jacob, tumen lahkinobo. Hel uyalikov, kiki, oltan tumen yunzilobe. Balenken, soko que bantun. Matukleik, yulkinobe oli matech utalokash. Sokole, le lamin helu yantar, utiale pácalo. Guay, casares.
Are all these young people crazy these days? I've seen kids scramble like goats in the heights above the village. Scares me to death. I hope you've grown out of your wild stage, young woman.
Not quite yet, I'm afraid.
Of course you haven't. But you will. So will these children. They will tire of whatever they've found up there, eventually.
Shoko, chen juntul winik. Janu lube salte kinova. Ay, champal. Hach malo guama ujik. Bailo bejo.
Bastin, baskuyuchul. Jawa basha wohel. Yoksale kushul makobo. De chelaili. De che chilov janech.
Shoko pistal. Sakben sila tagyok selino. May kating huy. Ulak bali. Tana tahwa.
Hakin jom.
I don't know. We're trying to keep a low profile.
I would go. Only I can't abandon my post here, and time is running short. It would mean a lot to Queen Unuratu and the rebellion.
29th of November, 1603. After dinner, Lopez left the city. I followed, worried he might not return. I found him standing by the riverbank, lips moving as though in prayer. Not wishing to disturb him, I waited. His communion with God must have lasted through the night, and I regret to admit I fell asleep, for the next thing I knew, Lopez stood smiling serenely over me, the morning sun behind him, creating a halo. He helped me to my feet and clasped me in a strong embrace. Truilos, I know where to find the artifact, he whispered in my ear. I don't think anything could have prepared me for Paititi.
You can say that again.
Are we doing the right thing here?
Well, we have to find the box, right?
Dominguez claims he only wants to keep Paititi safe, but I've seen the lengths he'll go to. The murder and cruelty. We have to find that box.
Tokin malikon yetel intustiko ni yabile pizzo. Hach malo binikton te jaba. Hach yan chahuji chin pakalon.
Keshiwa uchikulu tumben il hach. Malo tukule. Yetel hun hab hach. Kiki oltan. Tial tulakal.
Yoksal kawali.
Tiala keshil. Tiwaja y tulte paititi. Hachuts bin tiop lalach hab. Yotsalu meyach ulakop. Unip ola liltin mikon. Mau tial le tiobi.
Hetzabach taka. Letiu hetz tan junsilo.
Letiu hetz tan junsil. Kukulkan, hai. Kuka bet kunsiko bei pakale. Yetel beitzone. Hasbukaj ukasanil.
Sanku pistol. Otombeyo. Chenjana kastika betak abol sipil. Yetel janulak bishop. Hach malov tial beti kukeshel. Vale walkila kubetin patikon.
Mesoamerican people used this stone as a tool for processing grain and seeds.
Bella kubimba winik ich unatobe, taktuelil akikitanesh, saiston mupaktalil, oyantal yabas ishim, yetel papas, kai yetel bak, uyesu payalche, apalales, yetel siesh ton lak, habil kustal yetel senutzil.
This describes something nearby. A lone sentry stands guard over me and his harvest.
Bal kich kelemech urchi, utsel yetel alap olech, mantach tiyanech tagotoche, mahel bishishiri, al kabil binik tupach lemehe shulubo, onah kachin betik, humpelu yotocheleti, onahim betik kachil, onahim betik wabash kachil, min helin bisal kabil kachile, waulak bash hachkas, vale bello letie, helu yubikubah, kasil tinguoxale, helu tukulti kachile, masima? Beishantech, mawabe yurchi, ha, ingohelili bello.
The Inca used a combination of freeze-drying and salt to preserve just about anything edible. Charqui and chunos are basically meat and potatoes. Delicious.
Mama says it upsets the waterfall's waka if I play in the cave. She just thinks it's too dangerous, even though there's all kinds of neat stuff in there.
Born to famine, raised in rebellion, orphaned but never alone, he rises as the sun.
Saseni.
Careful, friend of Unuratu. The Jaguar warriors. Don't get too close to them. They are always watching for rebel activity, and they have no mercy.
I can see him.
even if no one else can.
Are you okay?
No. Pisco the Dead took my dice, and no one believes me. But he took them.
A dead man took your dice. Are you sure you didn't lose them?
Ugh, you're as bad as the rest of them.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll tell you what. I'll pay very close attention, and if I see Pisco the Dead, I'll ask for your dice back.
Really? You believe me?
It wouldn't be the first time the dead seemed to speak to me.
Do you believe that major events in life can be traced back to a single moment? I do. Take what's happening now. Had Amaru and Saidi not fought that day during the famine, and had Saidi not insisted, despite Amaru's wishes, that it should be him who would go beyond the safety of the borders to hunt for the village, perhaps things would be different today. You see, Amaru felt responsible for his brother's death. I heard him the night they pulled Sairi's body from the wilderness. He was beside himself with grief. I think that was the moment. It broke Amaru. He took complete control of Paititi after that. He wanted to protect us all, because he couldn't protect Sairi.
I caught a fish once at home, in the well. Papa says it's because there are tunnels filled with water under some houses. Funny, huh?
Beware. We've uncovered a wolf den in the area. But then again, maybe that is why you're here.
What do you mean?
The gods have sent one outsider to hunt another. Very appropriate. Best of luck on your hunt.
The pilgrimage came to a fork of 2 rivers and decided to settle. They erected 2 pyramids and began their new lives as protectors of the box.
I make my way all the way over to him, and he tells me we can't barter. Said I had nothing he wanted. Imagine that. Surrounded by garbage and entrails, and he thinks he can talk to me like that? Well, he just lost a customer. I'll never visit his stall again. All my business will be conducted at the market from now on. You're here during a busy time, friend. The tanners, the butchers, the weavers, the dyers, even the teachers. All the districts are preparing. The market will be busy. Great things are on the horizon for the city and its people. We all must do what we can to help Kukulkan usher in a new world.
Will you trade? Please. I have barely made enough to offer in tribute.
Tribute to who?
The cult of Kukulkan, of course. They demand half of all profits earned on market day. But if they think I tried to short them...
I understand.
Thank you, Ishiki. Will you trade then? You have made an excellent choice, my friend. The gods favor us both. You have made an excellent choice, my friend. I am certain you will find it useful. You have made an excellent choice, my friend. The gods favor us both. You have made an excellent choice, my friend. I'm always ready to trade.
I don't recognize you. What are you doing here? Where did you get that tunic?
It was given to me by Unuratu.
Oh, you are the Queen's guest? I meant no offense. Please, you must forgive me.
It's all right. Don't worry.
How may I help you? Come back soon.
Kunaya si kobo yol makakil tanuman.
Kukaksikten, keshtenemish bikin, ingwokol kuabash tiop.
Bashtun hela bokol tiktiobe, laliti kakanov tin botochone.
Leken kuchu ahawilekli.
Tabuya, jano yelek ma usulul, yokulkaf, letio hajil inachtoxajon.
Kuyalale. Hachku bisukubak yetel sululmako. Letibine babin shankuntul ach sululmake.
Ma ashobi, lekuksul makobo, hach sachbensilov, tial tulakal mak, tial shalukostalon.
Mashane hahatan.
Tiwalitech timinach, uyutzile machich. Bashol al gel, uhulbat el cal kukulkan, tumengua mashe. Kubatel et olal. Unach, agualik ti, le cananilov cano.
Tog wauchokoch talapol, kauke shultenop, ma uch mishbali, tokich.
Watich alike, tene kingwili ke kahal nukah.
Out knows the minds of the gods. Show me a sign.
Can't figure out the dialect. I must be missing something. How can these shapes be Incan when they look like airplanes? Oh, I see. They're insects of some sort. Archaeology is a very delicate field of study. You have to put yourself in the mindset of people and cultures who died centuries before you were even born. Humans interpret strange phenomena based on what they already know. If the Inca had seen planes, they might have assumed they were some sort of bird. Given that, these shapes may not be insects after all. Some of them look more like fish. Paititi is said to be one of the oldest games in America, played by all walks of life. Players were known to gamble all of their worldly possessions over a single round, from blankets and precious stones to their homes and even their family's freedom. The god of art and games, Makwil, is considered an active participant in the game, responsible with bestowing offerings upon the winner. So much on the line for a simple game. Some things never do change. Are you Pisco the Dead?
You can see me? At last, Pisco is seen. Are you also dead, Ishiki?
No. So you are Pisco the Dead?
I am Pisco, servant of the gods.
I'm Lara.
Lara. Nice name, Lara. You are not dead.
Neither are you.
Oh, but I am. As a child, I was to be sacrificed. I was brought to the mountain. The ritual was completed, but...
But you survived.
Only my body. I am dead to all my friends and family. I live by the offerings that are left for me.
I met a boy who says Pisco stole his dice.
Taki? He's the son of a very arrogant noble. He insisted we play a game. He lost. I don't have many things, but I won those dice fair and square. If you want, I'll play you for them. Do you want to play a game?
What's the game?
Talk to 5 people who have been cast out. Hear their wisdom and tell me why Taki lost, and I'll give you the dice.
I can do that.
Our love was blessed by the great condor.
Hello.
Hello, Ishiki. It's rare to see outsiders in the city.
Pisco sent me to speak with you.
Ah, Pisco. I like him.
You've seen other outsiders?
Only one. He was handsome, gentle, and kind. We were in love, but our love is forbidden. Outlawed by the cult of Kukulkan.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
I was sentenced to death, tied to the cliffs and left to die. On the third day, I welcomed death. That's when he found me, the outsider. He freed me and treated my wounds.
Who was he?
I don't know his name. It's been many years, but I still hope to see him again. I often return to the cliffs, near the condor nests, and collect their feathers. They remind me of him.
That's a remarkable story. Thank you for trusting me with it.
Thank you for listening, Ishiki.
This describes something nearby. Canals bring water to the arid parts of the village, and they washed me away.
Ishiki, would you like to hear a story? One that my mother used to tell.
I would love to.
You've noticed the pools throughout the city, haven't you? Do you know why they exist?
No, why?
We once had a queen, a very vain woman. She ordered these wells dug so that as she walked through the city, she could always see her reflection. One day, she knelt beside one of the pools, and a fish surfaced. She became the ripples in the water ruined her reflection. This queen tried to capture the fish, but she slipped and fell in and disappeared.
Disappeared?
Many tunnels between the wells were discovered during the search, but she was never found. Some say the queen is still down there, trying to catch that fish.
Thank you. That was quite the story. Villager claims to have seen a strange creature in the streets. They followed it to a walled-in alley where it disappeared. Citizen describes similar experience in Upper City. Woke to discover something trying to climb in a second-story window. When she yelled, it dropped to the street and disappeared. We'll continue to monitor. Each Taka of the cult of Kukulkan vows to tie his coat to that of Yutu, descendant of the Maya. Lacking any family of his own, each Taka will live with the parents of Yutu until such time that they have built their own home and hearth. Yutu vows to tie her coat to that of each Taka. She will bear him many children, which they will raise according to the traditions of both their peoples. We leave the city at first light, which is just as well, for a terrible disease has spread across it. Dead and dying line the paths and choke the streams. Many are saying it is punishment from the gods. Journal of Adelantado Perez. November 1603. I accompanied Andreas Lopez, a group of 12 soldiers and 2 Molosses through the jungle. The directions the Jesuits provided to Trinity were excellent, so we discovered the hidden city with little difficulty. The natives of the city welcomed us warily, but we plied them with gifts, and they reluctantly allowed us to enter the city, unaware of our true intentions. Lopez has begun to search for the artifact while we distract the city's leaders.
Más le da.
Bishkelin sotul otsilile?
Matalami, tusnen tusnakech okolnen. Bet balop kulobit lekajo. Tujel ubetik utsi. Lekenchu kukeche. Kasutul tun otsilech. Pauyu.
Wamataki mesal? Yoxal lebol sipilo. Matin kimil. Helin sotul noshi otsilene.
Mejem palalesh. Mauna atsilvoltikesh sutul beyo. Kambesajilo. Ukamba lilo, vivish mauna jabetik akustali.
Hel tuno, mauts tun chek talobi?
Ma, kach malopchen, watanakech jetelo. Kambanen piletio, letie ubilalobo.
Maleti lejabob lejelo, hach kakas makob yan, beika shilobe yetel, kuki mesajo.
Hel piste pachin, te kom luma?
Hach beyo pachu, balete witsobo, kahanob kach laxilobi. Tukatulal hach no hanob yetelutsop. Tujilajob uyalak yamasobe, helam basku betikob. Matulahanob yetel hach, kupatikop lekeobo.
Otsile yamasobo.
Lelaktsilobo kukatikop, tile llamas basku yuchulo. Katuyalajobe levin leekop, aliktiobo tanu talunats, altokim bimbulkabil. Yanililu hach ultsik, tulakal basku shane.
¿Takle yamaso?
Hach, vale lelaksilobo. Tu bisajobu batsilop yetel. Uyalakop ichil sahkabo. Tu hashkana lil tuush tu kashtajobe. Lekat soke kakush le chakobo. Hopunaka le hao hachtak tu kanalil. Tu beital taku yubikop. Hule makop tanukimilobo. Te jacob kabalo. Le kaknak le hatu kanalil le aktuno. Maxil. Le huitso no hochnach shan. Man haipelwinalop leili. Ukasha le chako. Kanak lejao, vale le huitzo no hoch, chachtial, ukanantik, le lacti lobjetel le kuchkabalilo.
Beipul yahile? Le tietum silobo, bash uch katsoki?
Hetz le chakobo hachtelo, yum kine, tutikikunsak le lumo, hach tu sutukil kuchich, tu mentanu patal, milano yoch le lactilobo.
Bash uch tile yamaso? Tech yete la llamase.
Bey, sud heshibili, ukani le huitzo, le makobo tu pajlantaj, uyo chop, yap chahop tu lakal tush, vale le llamaso. Bey, le llamaso kuke halsikop, le bulkabilo, le yoklal hach utstanov, upatalop te huitzobo.
Hach helbishone.
Helbishone, Maletone patalov. Jok salin kalantik baon. Tibas kuyuchu pachilil.
Yangwa tunuyantal. Ulak bukalbi. Tiala mistal leluma. Akambesa.
Kukulkan, Hetstanta Jogelpatik, Lelukabila Pachu, Tialubetiku Hach, Malovil, Letikin Patik.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
White capybara. Both a blessing and a curse.
Hello. Are you an outcast?
Yes, Ishiki. Hello.
I heard you talking about a white capybara.
Oh, not just one. There are many of them.
Pisco sent me to speak to all those who are cast out. You're a hunter.
I am now. I was once a farmer, but that wasn't the life for me. I felt trapped. Forced to live up to the duties and expectations brought down by my family. I finally refused and went my own way.
And a white capybara was responsible?
No, Ishiki. A herd of them. One night they assaulted my field. Trampled everything, but I did nothing to stop them. I just watched. They gave me an idea. A herd of these capybara, all white. What if I could hunt them? What if I could finally get away from the fields?
So you did it?
Best decision I ever made. My father disowned me, gave the farm to my sister, but that's fine with me. I'm a hunter now. They call me Paimo the White.
Thank you for the entertaining story, Paimo.
Thank you, Ishiki.
Hello, Ishiki. Beautiful animals, aren't they? Llamas? So gentle. Even the wild guanaco in the wilderness, they love to be petted. The gods approve. Do kids storm authority where you come from, Ishiki?
I think it's part of growing up, pushing boundaries. Are they in danger?
No. The guards threatened, but when they were young, they threw rocks at guards too.
Someone's taking this old walkie-talkie apart. Were they making an attempt at reverse engineering, I wonder? I don't think anything could have prepared me for this place. The people, their history, everything they've lived and who they are today. To hear him tell it, Amaru, Dominguez, Kukulkan only wants to keep Paititi safe. But I've seen the lengths he'll go to, the murder and cruelty. I have to stop him.
Now I serve Michel in a different way.
Unuratu approached the throne through the crowd. She walked beside it, but did not sit. Why do we continue to believe this lie? She asked the crowd. Kukulkan controls this city, and I will no longer wear a smile and pretend it is any different. I will not be his puppet, trotted out to wave and smile. The guards cut her off quickly and ushered her away. Then they advanced, with weapons drawn to disperse the crowds. Hello. Are you one of the outcasts?
Yes, Ishiki. I'm Chaska.
I'm Lara. Pisco sent me.
Pisco the dead? Sent you to me? Did you lose a game of Patoli?
No. A boy Taki lost his dice. I'm trying to win them back for him. Pisco wanted me to talk to all those who've been cast out before he gives them back to me.
I'm surprised he didn't try to play you for them.
He is.
Ah, well, all I can tell you is this. Like Pisco, I was cast out. I lost my job and my position. But not because of an accident, because of something I did, and would do again.
What happened?
Do you have any children?
No.
Neither. I did not receive the blessing of Ishel. But for my mistress, I was the midwife for her 3 children. I loved them like they were my own, until I lost my position.
What did you do?
I'm a thief, Lara.
What did you steal?
A jade necklace.
Why?
The youngest, Kiara, she saw the necklace while visiting a friend. She took it. They were coming for her. They would have cast her out. She was an only child. I said I took it. My mistress took the necklace from me and threw it on the floor, breaking it. And cast me out instead.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sad for me. I would do it again. Kiara's learned her lesson, and she has a good life. As for me, I serve Ishel now through my weaving, the way my mother taught me. And my Kiara comes to visit me sometimes.
Thank you for sharing that, Chaska. Kiara was lucky to have you.
Be well, Ishiki.
Have you come here to escape the bustle of the city? I swear, it gets louder and more crowded every day. The people are changing as well. They desire more and more, be it food or clothing or jewelry. Their eyes dart inside the homes of their neighbors, longing for the items they see. No one seems to be able to find contentment with what they have. It's too much. Sometimes I dream of sneaking away, just getting into one of these boats and paddling up the river. I would do that, but this place is all I've ever known. It would be a huge decision. I think I'll need to keep thinking about it. Thank you for listening. I feel as though a cloud has parted.
The legend is that the Ring of Seven stand guard over riches, but I've looked all over the place and I still haven't been able to find them. It doesn't make any sense. Why go to the trouble of making up a riddle and then not having it pay off?
As it was foretold, heralded by the column of flame burning through the night, and the destruction of our temples, and the warnings of the weeping woman and the 2-headed man, the strange warriors astride great deer arrived with the rising sun. They murdered the weak leaders and claimed the land and the people as their own.
que sí. ¡Ey!
Pila Wichishmana.
Juntul mana, ubastiko kustalbello, kustungwa kailake, biskumpatal, wishu pulpali, ola kimik uyum kayara, aiki maki ingolti anili unuratu uchuki, chankineki tuklike, melembe hakane.
It is busy today. Kukulkan may have promised we'll thrive, but many make their own offerings.
Sokin waletech, kabei utsolon, tekajo, utsoka, mishbikin, utskin guantalon, bishawalik lelo, yetel tulakalbash, sok uyuchulo, intukul mukankusikan, baletechechen shmanu kalinaman, taktush kamputzul, main woheli, bale inachtal titeche, hachmal tialinkaka.
The protectors failed, and are now doomed to recover what they lost. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
They said I'm a liar and not to believe anything I say.
Beglay Janek Binchuk?
Bey, paletani jan ekbin ekil leichjumkino, tzole ekbin chukkai.
Bashtenin yum.
Tumentitu, wakbetik humpelets kunaje, helu beital ekchukik kaye.
Nahua mate chubin uyil le yunkinobo. Yetel kuchukik le kayobo. Tenilech.
Ah, vale helu pakta lechchukikulak. Mansa?
Hello. Pisco sent me.
Ah, did he?
Did you say you were cast out for lying?
No, Ishiki. I was cast out for telling the truth. That was my mistake.
What happened?
Should I say I've never seen an outsider? If no one believes the truth, it never happened.
What outsiders?
They dress in black and have strange weapons. They hide gold. I told the cult about the gold and the outsiders. They cast me out for lying. Lying? The gold was for them. One day, the cult will be exposed for its hypocrisy.
So what do you do now?
I lost everything, Ishiki. My position, power, reputation. But it took me losing all that to finally see. I had no purpose, no calling.
And you found one?
Yes. I serve the future by protecting the past. Queen Unuratu's line are the rightful rulers of Paititi, not the cult of Kukulkan. Everything I see, everything I hear, everything I know now helps the rebellion.
A worthy cause.
I send people to steal the gold shipments the outsiders deliver from time to time. They never change the drop-off point.
Sounds like you're making a difference in a lot of people's lives. Thank you for sharing. It was nice talking with you.
You too, Ishiki.
Letitun katubisahu batsilov mankote witsov, wetak paititi. tel putzul tile sakwinikobu. Le oklal tung puyalalti. Aktok sakkolnal. Kestumeng cheng juntulu yumil kahtalile. Yetel shmach sakilil tutok dek sak javachmako. Tutsoke le atulul makobo. Tukashtahob le komluma. Tutasahob kohanilo. Tibul ajik alil yetel tulakal. Okasilov yokolka. Paititi tsokokustal. Malehachtalam. Masima, vale uyutile. Weyanko kulkano kalantikon. Tiukasi le yokabilo. Tu helstantak tu helpatik lunkabil. Le yoksal hachkin ni voltikon. Que shabutena le talanin talinton.
Come see what I have to trade.
Hello.
Hello. You're Lara, aren't you? Pisco sent you.
He did.
I'm Moreika. That was the second time I heard your name today, Lara. The cultists are talking about you. You're the one who started the cleansing. The one who found the key of Shakshel.
I am.
Oh, don't feel bad, child. The cleansing was long overdue. It must be decided. Do we continue or begin again?
That's not an easy decision.
Did you hear that, Rimac? Deciding the fate of the world is not easy. I like this one. You're right, Lara. It isn't. And if the cult of Kukulkan decides, they will enslave us all and call it protection. Won't they, Rimac? He doesn't talk much. The cult is acting out of fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of the outside. Fear of change. But the same threats that are outside are in all of us. Fear is the enemy, not change. Change is the only constant. But look at me rambling on, Rimac. The lady must want to buy something to help in her search. Enjoy it. Good deal. Come find me if you need anything else.
Pisco?
You've already spoken to them, haven't you?
I have.
But you still don't see it.
They all had hope.
You need to do better than that if you want to win the game, Lara. Hope is one thing, but all those who have been cast out have thrived in their new lives despite their circumstances.
Even you, Pisco.
Well, I am the best Patoli player Paititi has ever known. Not bad for a dead man.
Not bad at all.
So again, what did you learn?
I learned that sacrifice can make your life better. That you shouldn't be constrained by the legacy of your family. You can find your own path. Love is stronger than death, and you need to believe in something greater than yourself. But ultimately, you can't control everything. It's what you make of your situation that defines you.
Well said, Lara. You're sure you're not dead? Taki thinks he lost his dice because he was unlucky. But it's not the throw of the dice that wins the game. It's the skill of the player.
I see that now.
What did you think of Moreika, the outcast?
She was expecting me. She seemed to know quite a bit about me.
Ah, she knows a lot about everything, Ishiki. She has the most wondrous items in her shop. Artifacts known only to the gods.
I saw.
You were lucky you found her. She often travels outside of Paititi, gathering inventory.
She seemed the most optimistic.
Of course she is. We have a saying in Paititi. We all create destiny. We don't choose our circumstances, only our actions. A lesson my friend Taki needs to learn. Well played.
Thank you, Pisco. I'll bring the dice back to Taki.
Lintan, Yantes Upahtalil. Hahatan, Kabet Achal Nuktik Walkila.
Achay kukuchil yan almak. Mamalohi.
Mash Hashmalov Akshui, Leti, Watech.
Bistun.
Mash Lekumanchen Tutakpol, Ikilmatu Nachmatah, Humpel Kuchili.
Ten,
Leoklaltun. Paktabak, Mista Chay Tush Achimpoltal. Samin, Hachmalov Atialint, Ikil Sokabel Yetel Katul, Sitz Kolel.
Do you know what's missing in this city? Love. It used to drift on the air, like the scent of hibiscus. That scent went away when Unuratu's husband Sairi died. Theirs was an infectious love. Everywhere they went, they were locked in hand. They would shop the markets together on sunny days like today, and I could swear the stalls would brighten just a bit as they passed. I had never seen two people more in love. I hope that once all of this fighting is over, that the scent of hibiscus will return.
Amaru returned for his brother's funeral, inconsolable during the burial and immovable after. The next day, however, he cut swiftly through the city. He unmasked the cult's leader, exposing them as outsiders. "It is time for the people of Paititi to take control of their city," he said, holding a decapitated head in one hand and the bloody knife in the other. "No longer will we bow to outsiders."
What were you doing with your friends near the wilderness barriers?
Just looking for a kite.
Do not go near there again. Remember, stay away from the wilderness or the Nahual will see you.
Yes, Mother.
It's difficult to make out. People settled between two rivers. They weren't alone. However, these outsiders don't appear dangerous. I found your dice, Taki.
Oh, thank you.
Didn't you say Pisco stole your dice?
Everyone knows Pisco steals.
According to him, you wanted to play a game and you lost.
He wouldn't let me play again. Just one more roll and I would have won.
Pisco wanted you to know.
It's not the throw of the dice that wins the game. It's the skill of the player. Now that I have my dice back, I can practice more. Thanks again, Ishiki. Thanks again, Ishiki. I'm happy to have my dice back.